guys, I'm Mike, he's Jay. We'll rewatch the movie and we're here to review The Shining for Stephen King week.
We rewatched the movie.
This is our last Stephen King... This is our last Stephen King review for the Stephen King week, and then we're moving on to Scream. So, yeah, okay, I know it's weird that we're doing this for Stephen King week, considering Stephen King fucking hates this movie.
He hates it.
But it's the best Stephen King adaptation of all of them. I mean, it is. It's a
Stanley Kubrick and him have issues, but who gives a fuck? I mean, if you're a purist, you're not gonna like it. But at the same time, it's The Shining with Jack Nicholson. You can't go wrong with it.
It's a fucking classic. And so what happens is Jack Nicholson, his name's
Jack Torrance, yeah.
Jack goes and he's a writer, and he goes to take this job where they go to the Overlook Hotel, and he's just meant to do maintenance on it. He takes his family there. They live there through the winter because everything gets so crazy. The roads close down. Everything's shitty. And he goes and he watches over this gigantic fucking hotel.
Caretaker.
Yeah, he caretakes for it while the winter season's going on, while nobody's fucking there. And he goes up there and he starts to lose his shit. And while he's trying to write his book, he starts to go crazy. And then it becomes a domestic thriller where he's attacking his family because he loses his fucking mind because of the ghosts and other shit in the hotel. So, I mean, that's basically what it is. And then... But it's just, it's Stanley Kubrick, and for me, this is the best directed horror movie in fucking history. I've never in my life, of any movie, seen camera work this impressive. I mean,
the camera work is amazing in this movie. There's no doubt about that. The way they shoot it from the back end, like where Danny's riding on his little tricycle, and then you hear the sounds, like you hear him hitting the hardwood floor, then the hardwood floor, carpet, and he turns around, and he's moving the camera with him as he goes along, and you don't know what's going to be around the corner. That's fucking amazing. And then you see when Jack, the image of his back, and he's like moving around. It was fucking camera work was great, and they show so many different things in this movie with Jack Torrance's descent into madness, where you actually feel like, okay, this guy's going fucking crazy. But then again, there is a point like when he's driving, when Jack Torrance is taking his family to the hotel after he accepts the job, and he's driving, you can just see his face. He's like, "Fuck my life." Yeah. He's talking about the Donner family. He's like, she's like, "This is the place where the Donner family got ate up." And he's like, "I believe that was West." And then he was like, "What's the Donner family?" He's like, "Cannibalism." And he's like, but it just seems like his face. He's just like, "I hate my fucking life. I hate everything in life."
I think that they did that well because the wife, what's her name?
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall, the wife, is so fucking annoying, and her face. I mean, she's hideous. She's ugly as fuck.
I was thinking about that. You know what she looks like? She looks like a madam of a whorehouse in the Bangkok taint of Thailand.
I give her a what?
She's one of those nasty ones. She's like, "You want a girl?" I was like, "No, I don't want nothing from you."
Yeah, dude, she's like Adrian from Rocky if she went retarded and got hooked on meth. Like that's what she looks like, and I think that was meant to play into it because if that was your wife, you'd go fucking crazy too.
If it was my wife, I would never have married her. I don't know what Jack was thinking, but then again, he was an alcoholic.
He's not a bad looking dude.
He was just drinking, and he was like, "You look hot. Let's marry."
I touched it one fucking time. He threw my papers all over the floor. But no, so I mean, he goes up there, and for one, I watched this movie when I was a kid, when I was younger, and everyone's, "Oh, we're gonna watch The Shining, so scare the fuck out of you." And you see the cover, you know that here's Johnny, and he's sticking his head to the thing. You think that this is gonna be a full-on badass fucking scare after scare after scare movie, and it's not. It's not the kind of movie this is. So some people hate this movie. A lot of people on their first viewing are like, "I'm bored, nothing happens." But it's one of those movies, every single time you watch it, it gets better to you because you pick up on new things. And the first time I watched it, I was disappointed in it. I was like, that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. But the more and more you watch it, you're like, that's fucking freaky. That's fucking freaky.
The thing is with this is it's so closed off and isolated. They show the isolation of them so well with Jack Nicholson's character, and you can actually feel his descent. Like you can actually watch him like, I get why he's going fucking crazy because all this shit's happening. He's close. There's no contact except for the people that he's in this hotel with. And that's it. And I think that Jack Nicholson does such a great job of showing that. Yes, he's got the fucking crazy look and shit, but there are scenes also where he breaks loose and he goes crazy and mad and all this stuff and he wants to axe your ass up. I get that. But also, there's one scene that's pivotal in the movie for me to where he's in the bedroom and he's like sitting up in the bed and Danny walks in and he's like, "Come here for a second." And it's almost like you can see him internally struggling with what the hotel's doing him. The hotel is trying to possess him to get him to do all these awful things to his family, and he's trying to fight against him. It's like this fucking house or this hotel is like sapping everything from him, sapping his energy. He's like, Danny's like, "Why can't you just go to sleep? Go to sleep if you're tired." And he's like, "I can't sleep because the house won't let him," I keep saying the house, but the hotel won't let him sleep. It's sapping every fucking willpower he has and making him do all these awful fucking things.
Yeah. One thing I do think the movie could have done without is the whole psychic thing with the kid. with.
Well, that was the whole. That's what the whole movie hinges on. The Shining, in and of itself, that's why the hotel itself is so powerful, because this kid is a psychic and it feeds off of him. That's why it wants him. It wants him to die in this house so he can grab his goddamn psychic energy. That's how they manifest.
But at the same time, really, what it's about though is it's at its core, it's a domestic thriller. I mean, Jack goes there, he goes crazy, and he starts to attack his family.
Yeah, but The Shining itself, The Shining, the name of itself is what Danny has, is The Shining, which is a psychic power.
Yeah.
So, and this is what the house needs to have. It has to have it. It's
I'm
like
sure it played more into the Stephen King book. Than
no, but it plays in this movie because even what was his name? Dick Halloran says it's called The Shining, and he's like, that's what you have. It's a psychic gift.
He calls Scatman Crothers.
I love that guy. You know what? I just want to fucking have a hot cup of cocoa with him and talk about rice.
Every pencil is in its place in that movie for a fucking reason. Like, every scenery is all set up. You notice one thing about this movie, and I love watching this movie, man. I love the fucking cinematography and the way it's shot, because I'm so, if I set up like shit in my living room like this video right now, I don't know if it is or not because I suck, but I want everything to be symmetrical. I'm so crazy about like symmetrical shit. Like if there's a poster on the wall, there's got to be a poster even with it on the same fucking height level. And if you pay attention closely to this movie, every shot is fucking symmetrical. It's so fucking beautiful.
That's why you gotta watch 2001 Space Odyssey, man. That's Stanley Kubrick's greatest classic of all time, and how he shot that movie looks amazing. And that's what he was. He was so meticulous about how he wanted to shoot a certain scene.
Yeah.
It took forever just to shoot one scene, and that's how anybody is. Though. I mean, when I get a perfectionist attitude too. I was hanging a fucking frame on the wall. I was like, well, it's gotta go like this. No, it's not. It's not perfect. It's not straight. It's not straight, Wendy. But you know that I get that.
Man, why don't you start now by getting the fuck out of here?
Yeah, but we'll talk a little bit about the whole relationship with Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick. Stanley Kubrick saw this movie, or he read the book or whatever. He was like, I got an idea about how to do this one, and I want to present it in my own way. And Stephen King had a problem with that.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a purist, and so is about his fans. I love Stephen King too, and I've read the novel, but still, this is a movie, okay? This is the cinema version of The Shining. It's not the same movie. It's not. I mean, if
it's
you read
a classic feud, though.
Yeah, it is. And if you go online right now and go to Google and look at it, there's a lot of shit going on. Right, Stephen King is going around right now promoting his sequel to this. He wrote a book, the sequel to The Shining, and he's talking shit still about Stanley Kubrick, saying this is a cold movie.
I can't blame him though, dude, man. Stanley Kubrick really stuck it to him on this one. Like the scene, when the scenes and the yellow car is driving up the road. Originally, it was a red car that they took to the Overlook Hotel.
Yeah.
So they're going up there, and the scene, if you pay close attention to it, and I picked this up in the movie, The Room 237 is Room 237 is the movie. It's a documentary about people with these crazy theories about The Shining, and it is the perfect companion piece to The Shining. Watch Room 237. I'll tell you that right now, and you're gonna watch The Shining right afterwards. But so he's driving up there, and they're going to the Overlook. In the movie, it's in the yellow car, right?
Yeah.
In the book, it was a red car. If you notice, when they're getting there, the red car, Jack Torrance and his family passed through like a roadblock because this red car was completely smashed by a semi-truck. It's on the side of the road, and you see it completely smashed. And that was Kubrick's way of telling Stephen King, fuck you, this is my movie now, and I'm going to do what I want with it.
Actually,
I mean, he literally put that in there on purpose.
Yeah, but actually it's funny because the rumors were actually Stanley Kubrick did tell Stephen King, get the fuck off his set. It wasn't just like metaphorically. He actually told Stephen King, get the fuck off my set. So I mean, it's not even just like he just showed a car like and saying fuck you. He literally said that to Stephen King. He's like, this is not your movie. This is my movie.
I heard rumors too that he actually called him in the middle of the night. Like Stanley Kubrick would call Stephen King in the middle of the night randomly and be like, do you believe in God? This movie is deep on so many levels, and this movie is like just so astounding. It's like more than you could even fathom as a person watching it, and that's why it's so easy to watch over and over and over again for the cinematography, for the way it's shot, and for the depth of this fucking movie.
Well, it's got a good plot. It's got a good creepy feel to it. It's got so many things going right for it. The cinematography, like you mentioned, the actors are good. The plot's solid. The scares are good, even though I'm not, even when I watch it now, it's not the typical like boom in your face. It's kind of more psychological. You want to think about it when you see it. Like there's still little girls in the hallway go, come play with it. I was thinking if you were that little kid on that tricycle and he's like, come and play with us, and it's like, no, I've got my tricycle. I'm gonna go the other way. Why don't you just turn the fuck around?
It's got great imagery in it, like.
But that whole thing, that whole scene, dude. Like, if you watch that scene in the movie, when you watch it again, if you guys get a chance to watch this movie after we're done reviewing it. It sounds so good. It looks so good when Danny's. I've mentioned this when he's riding his tricycle and just the way it transitions from carpet to wood floor, and you hear nothing but that, and you have the camera following around. It's so fucking awesome. Yeah. It's so scary looking. I don't know. It's just amazing. And that one scene when when Jack Nicholson is sitting in, he's got his red or green sweater on. He's like looking out the window. And he starts smiling. I feel like that when I've had a hangover and I've taken a couple Advil to try to get rid of it, and you're just looking out of the window into nothingness, and you're like, I'm gonna get over this.
Scariest scene in the whole movie to me.
I love that scene,
when they're outside playing, and all of a sudden he's standing inside, he's wearing that black turtleneck. He's just like,
yeah, but that's the when I wake up and
fucking scared me.
That's when you have a hangover. That's exactly what it looks like. It's like, oh my god, you just don't want to do anything. You're just like,
yeah,
fuck it.
Definitely, dude. And Jack Nicholson's another thing that we haven't even talked about yet. Through all this in this movie, this rivals his. Well, we did a top 5 Jack Nicholson, and this rivals his best movie of all time, which is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
This is maybe it could arguably, this is his best performance ever. He's so fucking over the top and crazy when he's talking to the bartender in that scene, and he's like, one fucking time. And he's like, yeah, a little bit because I have a sunburn. I was at a football game.
Yeah.
And I got a sunburn. But everything he does in this movie is fucking amazing. From the point where he's in the interview with those guys, he's such an interesting character, and he's so different and weird. And then the further and further his descent goes into madness, he gets more and more creepy and interesting. And then when he finally goes buku fucking nutcase, and he's chasing her up the steps, you're just like, I mean, you would literally have to watch an acting performance like that, and you're just fucking floored by it.
I wish I could have seen this movie when it first came out, because you know that everybody, when that scene when Danny gets choked in room 237, when that crazy bitch that looked like she should have been a methadone clinic, she's like, that crazy bitch. You know that when he was sitting there looking at when Wendy starts blaming him for what happened. You know at that scene, you know that whole thing that happened there. Stanley Kubrick was like, all right, now it's time. He was after that scene, and he was like, go nuts, go ape shit. Like Kanye West, he's like, just fucking go crazy now. And then, you know, Jack was like, I've been waiting.
I love the way he was just so shitty there. Like, she came to him, she's like, you want to make some sandwiches? She's like, you want to make sandwiches? He's like, when you hear me fucking typing or doing whatever the fuck it is I'm doing in here, dude, he's so, I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 acting performances. It's a 10 out of 10 movie for me. It's another 10 out of 10. The best adaptation of a Stephen King movie, even if Stephen King fucking hates it, can't help it. Probably, this movie's a first in so many things. This is the best directed horror movie in history to me, number 1.
I'm going to give this movie a 10. I think it's a great movie. I think it's a movie that everybody should see at least once. And if you haven't seen this movie by now, what the fuck are you doing? You got to watch this movie at least one time.
Yep.
It's a great movie.
Yep. So, I mean, I agree with the two. I think it's a classic. I think it's the best in several different areas of horror. So, question of the day, guys, what do you guys think about The Shining? What do you guys think about this versus the Stephen King version of The Shining? What do you guys think about, do you think that this ranks up there in the classics top 10 of horror of all time? And what do you guys think as far as this ranks as Jack Nicholson's best performances? Comment below. Let us know. That does it for Stephen King week. And we'll see you freaking tomorrow with some Scream shit.
Like that Scream.
Scream. So I'm Mike. He's Jay. We'll see you guys next time on Don't Fucking Bother Me When I'm Writing, Sally.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.